everybody. How you doing? This is Stone Thug, and this is primarily um, a video I'm actually making for myself, but it is a tribute to Michael Landon. London, I always get his name mixed up, so if I mispronounce it, forgive me. I knew the man from working on Sony or Lorimar's studio lot. And I was always a big fan, a big admirer of him. And to actually get a chance to meet him and talk to him and share some ideas with him and make proposals to him, it was just one of those, I guess, dreams come true type situations for somebody that dreamed of coming to California and to hook up with someone who was a decent person and someone with, that would listen to what you had to say and actually consider and had the power to do something about what you were trying to do. So basically, this started, years ago, and I know this is Stone Thug, and I am making a recording about a really nice little, white guy, which is you folks need to know this is a great honor because we don't usually do this. The brothers, especially the thugs, we ain't always necessarily the greatest fan of, people outside of our little circle. Of course, we do like, certain white guys who have truly made their mark in our communities or in our, fantasies, such as characters, people who played certain roles who were so outstanding, and historical figures, of course, too. There's certain people that, that the brothers, hardcore, the thugs, they have big, mad love for. And, of course, when you think of people that the brothers might lift up, you got like Bill Clinton, he's an honorary brother, which is like the highest honor the brothers can give to a white guy. And of course, we had our favorites like, of course, Clint Eastwood, in lieu of his cheer event with Obama. But Clint Eastwood will still always be a legend with the brothers. I mean, Magnum Force and The Bad, the Good, and the Ugly, Hang 'em High. He'll always have high standings with the brothers. I mean, he has to do a lot more than talk to an empty chair. I actually got what he was saying with the chair. Actually, I didn't, mind seeing that, even though it was against, Mr. Obama, President Obama. But so much for that. So Clint Eastwood is one. Of course, you got Cagney and Edward G. Robinson, if you go way back. And, of course, Humphrey Bogart. The brothers all love Bogart. And believe it or not, even though John Wayne had some different ways of thinking about things, the brothers, they had mad respect for the Duke as well, especially the older generation, old school. So the Duke was just a product of his environment. So if he said something that was off the wall or was seen against the brothers, they all, everybody back then was kind of the same way. So you can't hold it against him. But getting back to Michael Landon, I remember him from watching Gunsmoke. I think he was Candy or something was his name. And I remember Little House on the Prairie. And also my favorite show of his was Highway to Heaven. And it was just a very inspirational, powerful, simple little show that he produced. And it seemed like he tried to have a message in that little show where he actually tried to help make a difference in the world. It was almost like a ministry in a way. And when I got a chance to say hello to him, to actually meet him on the lot, he was just such an incredible, down-to-earth, just a genuine, great human being. I mean, transcended race, color, money, everything. He was just a great, great guy. So I know you don't hear his name much, and you probably won't because he's not a controversial type. I'm sure he had struggles and things in his life, and but he was just a great human being and just a great person. And that's why I wanted to, I was thinking about him. I was watching not Little House on the Prairie. I don't watch that, but the Highway to Heaven. That was the one I liked, and I basically liked it because coming up, when I saw that show, he was something like the $6 Million Man. He was an angel, but sometimes he got into controversies, and I love the fact that he made a modern day version of an angel, like the angel that was in It's a Wonderful Life, but you can actually see him. You didn't know he was an angel, of course. His friend Victor French, who hung around with him, he knew that he was an angel. And every now and then, he'd shake it up with somebody. They'll try to challenge him or get physical with him, or he'd get mad. And he had all these powers. So it came along at the same time the $6 Million Man did. So it was just a really great show. And he was just a really, really great human being. And I want people to hear this. Of course, I'm making a video for me, but if you want to share it or let somebody hear it or whatever, that would be great too. Because I'd like for people to take a second look at Michael Landon, because he was just one of those rare human beings who had the power to do something, and he did it. He did it in Hollywood. He had the power to try to put forth a positive message, and he did. And he was just a lovely human being. And me and him shared some really special little moments together. I was actually there in the back stairs of the producer's building when he first started getting sick, when his strength was leaving him and he didn't know what was wrong with him. And I heard him talking to this guy. I guess he was one of his people he worked with. He was a little overweight, this guy. He was telling him how tired he was, physically tired. And the guy was telling him, don't worry, man, you just work too damn hard. That's all you're doing. You're working too damn hard. And then shortly after that, a week or so later, a couple of weeks later or whatever, I guess he went to the doctor and got the results back. And they told him that, it was terminal. It was cancer and it was terminal. It was, and this was before the public address where he went to the public and said, hey, look, I'm going to try to fight this, blah, blah, blah. Me and him had a moment on the stairs, the back stairs, the same place I heard where he was, heard him telling the other guy that he was tired. I spoke to him like I normally do. He, came up the stairs. I was going down the stairs, and he had his head down this day, and he walked real slow and strong, and we ran into each other, and we went right in front of each other, and I said, hey, how you doing? And I'm so used to him being, positive and having a lot of energy and stuff, and just being, smiles and, cheerful, and he just stood there. And he stood there, and I stood there, and this was before anybody else knew anything about his cancer. And I was just lost for words. And we were like a foot away from each other. He was directly in front of me, and I, I, I didn't know what to say. I mean, it may have been, I don't know, a minute, half, a couple of minutes. I don't even think it was a couple of minutes, but it seemed like